Hey guys, my name's Jadeybell and welcome to Get to Know Me Part 2. I've just filmed the first part of the video and now I'm going to film the second part. I hope it isn't as long because I really wouldn't want you guys watching me for that long. So I just hope it isn't. I'll try my best not to ramble on. And I'm going to answer the next questions that are here, and I hope you like the video. Okay, let's get straight into this. Do you argue or avoid conflict? I definitely avoid conflict. I hate, I'm not a person to do anything with fights or to get on the wrong side of someone. Definitely avoid conflict whenever possible I can. I hate arguments, fights, anything like that. That's just not something that's me. So I definitely avoid conflict because I just do. Do you like interacting with large groups of people? No. But I am going to say it depends on who those people are and how big the group is. Like, I'm so not good with people, not good with socialising or anything like that. So, and it depends, because sometimes I can just be like, in a situation like that. Sometimes I have to leave the room if there's so many people. So that's something like, so, but it does depend on who the people are. But say if there was say if there was ever a meet and greet or anything, not that that would probably ever happen, but this is just an example. If there was a meet and greet, then obviously I would love to do one of those, as I would love to get to know people and interact with the viewers and anything like that, even if I even get any viewers. But I'm just using it as an example because even though I'd be like very I'd love to help people, get to know them. And I'm just going to go on to the next question. Do you have a bath or shower? I have a bath. I do prefer baths overall, but sometimes I just like a shower. But most of the time, baths, absolutely love them. I love to relax. I love putting my candle on, putting me like bubble bath in, my nice scented ones, putting music on, off and go, singing along at top of my voice, having time in my life and just relaxing. I love that. Do you use a cup or a straw? Now this is a very good question. If I was like out, I would use a straw because I don't like knowing that someone else has had that glass before me. Not there's anything against it, something as anyone in the glass itself. It's just that I don't like knowing that someone else has had that glass. So definitely a straw on that. But if it was alcohol, like say if I went out and had like, I don't know, not that I would because I'm underage, but say, I'm just using as an example, if I did, then it'd look weird having a straw with alcohol. I mean, never seen that before, so I probably wouldn't then. But like if I had a Diet Coke or something like that, I'd definitely have a straw. Always do. At my own house, I don't, because obviously it's my family and I know that. My Freya's house, I won't, because obviously I'm comfortable with the people, I know them. But like out and about, I would use a straw. Do you judge a book by its cover? Definitely not. You should never ever judge a book by its cover, because you never know. You can take this in two contexts. You can take this by the actual book itself, or you can take this by people. I never ever judge a book by its cover on either. And it's a very good quote. It's one of, on the other question where it says what's your favourite quote, this is definitely one of them. Never judge a book by its cover. That's going to go my favourite one as well. Never ever, because you don't even know, you might not even know that person, you don't know what this background story is, what goes on with them themselves, what they're like as a person, until you actually get to know that person. It's just like a book, just like a book, like I never ever judge a book by its cover, because you never know. Even if the safe is just plain, like how really old books used to be, you can't just be like, nah. You have to actually read what the book's about to get to know the book, just like getting to know a person. So you have to actually get to know the person and read the book so you actually know. So yeah, next page. Are you religious or spiritual? Both. I do believe in God, and I'm also a very spiritual person as well, because I also believe in ghosts. I believe there's something after life. I don't believe that I believe that we go somewhere after we're no longer here, and I believe in ghosts, and I'm a very spiritual person anyway. I love meditation and everything like that, and I'm also a religious person because I believe in God. I do believe, like, I'd pray and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with both. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I think I said that right. Definitely introvert, because I'm a very independent person. I keep to myself. I like staying with myself, keeping myself comfortable, being in a comfortable situation, anything like that. Definitely an introvert, without a doubt. Are you a messy or clean person? Clean. I am a clean person. I have OCD with things like that. Definitely my writing and work and making it all neat. If it's not neat, I have to do it again. If it's messy, no, gotta do it again. I mean, so yes, I can be messy sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I need to sort that out. I do not like it. I hate being messy. But overall, I am definitely a clean person. Are you more optimistic or pessimistic? So I just did a quiz to see if I was more optimistic or pessimistic, and it says pessimistic, so that's what it says I am. If you don't know what either of those two mean, optimistic is people who are generally happy and have a positive outlook in life. So there we go. So I'm obviously pessimistic, which obviously means the opposite, which means I'm generally disappointed and have a negative outlook on life. And I'm gonna say I agree with that. I'm gonna say that's more to do with myself though than other situations and other things in the world. Yeah. Are you more into looks or brains? Can I go with neither and say personality? Because I'm definitely more into personality. I always look for personality in anybody. Looks is definitely a bonus, but I always go for personality. If the personality is not right, then I'm afraid that it's not going to work out. So are you able to kill? No. Straight off, no. That I can't even hurt a fly, never mind kill someone. I can't hurt people. And if I do, then I feel so bad and guilty, and I'll try my best to make everything better. But I can't. I don't agree with killing anyway. It's wrong, and it's not nice, and it's horrible. And think of the poor people that have to deal with the pain and anything. It's just wrong. It's just, why would you do that? Are you a spontaneous or need a plan person? Definitely need a plan person. Definitely. I stress and worry about the situation if I do not have a plan. Like, say if something happens and I'm like, oh my god, like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And then I start questioning everything, and then start getting really bad, and everything starts going all over the place. So I definitely need a plan person, always, no matter what the situation is. Are you organised or messy? Definitely organised. My work is always organised. It has to be neat. If I make one tiny mistake, no, I have to do it again. Yeah, OCD is kind of annoying sometimes, but yeah, I'm definitely more organised than messy. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Both. A night owl because I'm not very good with sleeping. I don't get a lot of sleep. And like I don't know. I will go for early bird because sometimes I do just get up early. It's just like my brain's like, it's that time to get up. So yeah, I'm gonna go with both. But if I did have to pick one, I'd probably say night owl because I'm not good with the sleeping and I'm normally up for hours. Are you ticklish? What a question. Where this question came from, I do not know, but okay, I'm gonna answer it anyway. Yes, very, very ticklish. And it is annoying because I'm like, no, don't you even think about it. Are you right or left-handed? Right-handed, but fun fact, I used to be left-handed. But when I was learning to write, it told me I was not allowed to be left-handed, I had to learn and do it right-handed. So obviously, with being left-handed, I used everything. Like I had my cutlery the wrong way round, and I remember getting told off in middle school for using my knife and fork the wrong way round because I was right-handed, but because I was left-handed in the first place, that's the way I had it, and I was like, this is my first day in middle school and they're telling me off. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. So I literally, after that day, I learned and did it the other way around because I was so scared. But yeah, and they told me I was not allowed to be left-handed. How like weird is that? He was like, no, you got to do it with your right hand. So, who is the one person you can talk to about anything? Freya, without doubt. Don't even need to hesitate and answer that question. I can tell Freya anything, no matter what, and I think vice versa. I think. I'd like to hope so. Who is your hero? Now that question can be taken in so many different contexts. It can be superhero, a hero that just a hero anyway. If we say superhero, I'm obviously going to go with Batman because I'm definitely not wearing a Batman t-shirt or a Batman jacket. So, but hero, I'd probably say my mum because she's gone through so much and she is definitely a hero to me, definitely. But if it went for superhero, I'd go for Batman. Who has had the most influence on you? Again, my mum. She's been in my life the longest, obviously as well as my older sister, but with my mum because she's been through so much, especially with her childhood, and she's definitely had the most influence on me because she's brought me up, she's taught me wrong and right, she's taught me like everything, and she's so strong. So mum has definitely had the most influence on me, and I love her so much. Influence with artists like music and stuff like that, I am going to go with, so hard to choose. I don't know. Probably like Shawn Mendes, Niall Horan, Troye Sivan, or Bailey McConnell would be my music influences. Oh, and Ashton Irwin, definitely Ashton Irwin. Who is your best friend and how did you meet? We've already established this. Freya is my best friend and we met at college. We met at school. Now, you remember in the first video when I said with my most prized possession, and that I'd explain it and you'd understand the question is here. Have you ever lost someone close to you? Yes, I have. I lost my uncle last year in October, and that was really hard for me because I've never really lost anyone close to me, well, to death anyway. That was so hard for me to deal with and to cope. And then in April I lost my older brother, and that was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with in my life and to go through. And something like that changes you as a person. And I never got to say goodbye, so that was even worse. Like when people say you never know the last time you're ever going to speak to someone, that is so true. And if I had known the last time, I definitely would have said everything that I would ever want to say to him that I never even said. So it's hard, definitely hard talking about things like this. He changed my life so much, you know. I mean, he's not been in it from the beginning because he's a stepbrother, but he's like a brother to me. And he's like, I know he's not blood or anything like that, but he's definitely my brother. No matter what anyone says, he's my family, and I love him like my brother, and I'm so glad that he was a part of my life. But I just miss him so much, you know. I just wish he was still here, and I think of him every day. But yeah, I'm gonna just move on because it's so hard to talk about things like this, and I've noticed that my voice has gone different because it just means that it's just so hard to talk about things like that. Have you ever had a nickname? Yes, and I still do. My family, mainly my mum and my stepdad, call me Jadeybell, which is where the name came from in the first place. Which is why I'm called Jadeybell on YouTube. I love the nickname, it's very cool, Jadeybell. It's also my Pokemon Go name. Not that you needed to know that either. Freya calls me Jid. Marissa calls me Jada. Sometimes people call me JD, anything like that. But yeah, I have a few nicknames. Have you ever been in love? Nope, never. I mean, obviously I love my family, but I know it, but that's different love. This means like love. Like, I haven't really had a boyfriend or anything like that. I mean, yes, I went out with someone in year 6, but that was like when I was little. I didn't really understand it. So no, I've not really been in love. I don't really know. I'm not experienced it. Don't really know what it's like. And anyway, I'm only 17, so I have plenty of time. Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying, so I had to pause it. I had to go to the toilet. I was about saying I understand some of it because of books, and I understand some aspects of love because of books and the way they write about it. And obviously I love romance, so I'm watching romance films and books can sort of thingy, but I have never been in love or experienced love myself. So have you ever won something? Yes, I actually have. I was actually surprised. I was like, this is possible for me. Wait, I just need a drink. I've won a scratch card. I've won £10 on a scratch card. I was happy with that. I was like, yeah. It was only a £1 one as well. I've won, you know, like in the pot noodles, and you can get like, and you have those competitions sometimes. There was one where you can win a portable charger, and I won. I was like, yeah. And to this day, I still use the portable charger because it's really good. Like if you need to charge your phone. But obviously, if you saw in my shopping haul video, I have got a new one as well. But yeah, I've got 2 now. And the last thing I won was the best thing ever, was Bailey McConnell concert tickets. I was so happy with this. He's one of my favourite artists, and I took part in the competition, entered it, got an email, and I was like, And I was like, Mom, I've won. And she was like, what? I was like, I've won the tickets, Luke. And I was like, so crying my eyes out, like, oh my god. And that was the only concert I'd ever been to, and it was one of the best times of my life. Oh, I remember he smiled at me and I was like, I'm dying. I love him so much, and to win that was an absolute dream, and I'll never forget that. If a genie granted you 3 wishes, what would you wish for? To make the world a better place. I would love to end world hunger and have world peace. Hopefully that can come into one. And another one, definitely help the environment in any way that I could to make the world a better and healthier place so that we can live on the world longer. It can help kids and humans in the future, and future, like grandkids and so many. But yes, because we need to take care of this world more than we actually do. The countries also need to be taken care of, and the people inside the countries. And also world hunger and world peace, because they are a massive impact and they are massive everywhere, and I would love for that to end and everybody is equal. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which one would you be? I sounded like the villager from Minecraft. I'm gonna go with a cat, because people do just, or a dog, because I'm loyal. I've done quizzes before and it says I'm a dog, so my Patronus is a dog, so I'm just gonna go with dog. If you had a superpower, what would you have and why? Flying. Oh no, not flying. I've got one. Healing, because I would love to heal as many people as I could. I'd love to help so many people. I'd love to come up with treatments and loads of things for many different things like cancer and anything really. I'd just love to have the healing and like be able to use magic to heal people and yeah, anything like that. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? Well, I love my name because it's a gemstone. It means good luck, even though I do not have good luck for some reason. I'm supposed to bring good luck or something, but I don't think I do that, but you know. My mum has always wanted a kid named Jade, so I feel special. And I have the same middle name as my mum as well, so I'm like, But if I had to change it, I'd change it to Melody, because I absolutely love music. Music is my life. I love the name Melody. I'd be Melody Sheldon. How cool is that? But then I couldn't be Jadeybell, could I? I'd have to be Melody Bell, but that does not go. But I would love to have the name Melody. I just love the name. It's so cool, and it's to do with music still. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be and why? Oof, what a question. That is so hard because there's so many fictional characters. I'm gonna go with Belle because it's one of my favourite Disney movies. Belle and Tangled are my favourite Disney movies, because obviously, and I'd love to be Belle because she's so pretty. She's goals. She is like I am like her. She has like one of the best singing voices ever, and I'd love to sing like that. And have you seen the library that she has in the King's Castle? I would love that. But I would love to be Belle. Oh, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Because she's one of my favourite people. My favourite fictional people anyway. If you could be a supernatural creature, yeah, that's right. Who would you be? What would you be and why? Sorry, I can't even speak anymore. Ooh, I would go with a fairy, because then I can have wings, I can fly, and how cool would that be? And I could have powers, and I could choose my own powers, and maybe with that I can heal people with my fairy powers, or I could do music or anything, and that'd just be so cool. But I would also like to be a vampire, because vampires are so cool, and I love vampires. But if I did, I'd definitely go with fairy. How do you deal with stress? I don't. I am the worst person when it comes to dealing with stress, because I stress all of the time. I'm gonna go with like most of my life, most of the day. But I don't. I try to, but it just does not happen. If I do though, sometimes I'd just be like, right, I'm getting my book out, I'm going to go read, going to take my mind off everything, or I'll listen to music and sing. But sometimes that doesn't work, and sometimes I just can't. I'm physically that stressed, I can't do anything. But I'm the worst when it comes to dealing with stress. How many books did you read last year? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Because I have a reading diary. I know, sad, but right. 2015, I read 30 books last year, and I'm going to add a little sneaky question in there and say how many books I've read this year so far. So, 49 books this year so far, and my goal this year was 40, and I've kind of beaten that. I'm going to make my goal 55 by the end of this year. I know I could probably beat that, but I don't want to set it too far and I'll be really disappointed, because I have actually beaten my goal. And I'm always reading, so yeah. 30 last year, 49 this year so far. I'm doing well. How would you describe your style? I sounded like a villager again. I keep sounding like a villager from Minecraft. Well, I have different styles really. Sometimes I can be girly, sometimes I can be punk rock, sometimes I can be just casual, sometimes I can be lazy in what I wear, sometimes I can be quite boyish. I don't know, it depends what I'm feeling like on the day and what I feel like wearing. But I am kind of more punk rock, maybe. I do tend to wear a lot of black, so most of the clothes I own are black. Would you want children in the future? I would love to have children in the future. I would absolutely love to have children in the future. I would definitely want at least a boy and a girl. I would love to have more children than that, because I love children so much. I love them. Just so much. They're so cute. I could spend all day with a kid and not get bored. I do that with Freya's sisters most of the time. And then Freya's just like, how can you do that? I'm like, I don't know, I just do. I just love children. But I would love to have at least a boy and a girl. And it's really sad because I already thought of names for my children. You never know, it might change in the future. But yeah, I know, sad. But I just hope I'm not the only one that thinks like that, and actually I'm not the only one who thinks of this, like, yeah, I want to call my kid this, or this, or this. I hope I'm not the only one. And the last question is, why did you start YouTube? I talked a bit about this in my introduction video. I wanted to start YouTube because it's something I'm very passionate about. I wanted to definitely gain more confidence, my self-esteem. It's fun, and I just wanted to help me and hopefully help other people in the future. Maybe even make the world a better place. I really wish and hope I could do that, but mainly to help me and my confidence and my self-esteem, because they are like, you can't even see them, they're that low. And to get myself more confident with talking and speaking with people and getting out, and yeah, anything to do with that. That's why I started YouTube. And that was the last question. I'm so glad this wasn't as long, so you don't have to sit there as long. Because I'd just be like, great, I've got to sit and watch it for so long. So if you got bored, you honestly, I do not blame you if you didn't watch all this video. Anyway, that was my part 2 of getting to know Jade. Obviously, you've not known completely everything. It was just random questions. And if you liked it, if you like, I don't want to say click the like button or subscribe or whatever, because I just don't feel like I don't want to be like yeah. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers say it, but I don't want to be one of those people that say that, because honestly, it's your choice, it's your life, and you lead it, so you can choose what you want to do. And I just don't want to feel like I'm pressurising anyone, like, yeah, like the video, subscribe. I don't want to be one of those people, like, you just do what you would like to do. Apart from if it's negativity, because then that's just no. But yeah, other than that, if you would like to subscribe and like the video, then by all means, and I'd be ever so grateful. And goodbye for now, and I'll see you all in the next video. I don't know what the next video is going to be. I don't know how long it will be till it uploads, but there will be definitely another video coming soon. Bye guys!